on our. So welcome everyone. I'm solo tonight. Ron is at band practice. So that's the beautiful thing about us being able to tag team. So you get me tonight, and next week we should be back to both of us being on the call, which will be fun. So I'm going to start with a little bit of business because as I shared with some of you that were on, we were able to be on a top mastermind that the company held as part of our reward for being a global top achiever. And so what that entailed is it was a year-long competition, and we had to be one of the top 100 business centers. And to just give you an idea, there were only 50 United States business centers that made it. So we were really one of the top 50 in the United States. The other 50 were from all over Belgium, some were from France, some were from Canada, New Zealand, Australia. So it was a really big honor. Now, we decided for many reasons, we are not going to be going on the trip. It was a very difficult decision, and it encompassed family things, family dynamics, my mom just having surgery, just different things that we needed to be here for our family. So we just opted for the cash out payment for that. So it was very generous of Isagenix to give us that option. And then the other part of it was this mastermind that we got to be on. So I'm going to share just a little bit. This was a couple from Australia. And we're going to kind of break this up for you guys to have little bite-sized pieces every week of just some tips and strategies that these people use. And one thing that they said, and I think we've said it before, but I just think repetition is, they said, never prejudge anyone. They said they have had so many surprise builders. And so you just always want to not only share the product with people, but also share the business, even if it's briefly, even if it's just in a couple minutes, whether you're speaking to them live or I don't know, does anyone on here use that voice clip technology on your phone, either on texting or on Messenger? Are any of you familiar with that? I don't know if, so like when you're in Messenger, Greg, yes, Greg does. So when you're in Messenger, you know, when you're in here, and I'm going to pull up Angelique, for example. So I can like push on the little microphone and I can just like send her a voice message. And I just feel like it's really powerful for people to hear our voice, because I've made the mistake before of sending a message and I read it later and like, ooh, that really might not have gone, like it could have sounded not like I wanted it to. So when people can hear your energy and your intention and your heart, it's powerful. So,
and it gives it that personal touch, Alan.
It does. Just like Greg had posted a something about an article, and it was about inflation and things like that. So I just kind of left a voice message and I said, you know, that would be a great article to pull out some stats and make some posts. So, you know, that would be one way to connect with your customers when they get their package. You can also do it in your text message, but if you have an Android phone, I'm not sure how to do it. So I just know the Apple phone has that voice message option as well. So for me, I'm not real fast at texting either. So sometimes it's just quicker for me to push that record, share what I'm going to share, and move on. So that would be a way to connect with your customers if they're on Facebook Messenger or through text. That's going to make them feel closer to you than just, you know, sending an email or a text. So you could just do something simple as, you know, hey, I know you're getting started on these products, but just let them know that there is a business side. And it, you know, as long as they know it, then maybe sometime down the road, that might, you know, their life might open up and they might be more open to it. I just had someone reach out to me today who asked about becoming an associate, and she is definitely on my list. She's loved the collagen, but she was on my list that I thought she really would never do it. So it was completely a surprise. So I will tell you, it does happen. But if they don't know there's even a business, it's never going to cross their mind if it's something that.
And that's one key, Allie, you never prejudge.
Yes. Yes, you're right, Michelle. Don't I can babble. And sometimes when I get to babbling, I will then delete it. You can delete it and be like, okay, I've got to make this like a minute or under. Now I've got my, like, Angelique's one of my BF. We will send each other 5-minute messages and we listen to them because that's just how we communicate. But for a customer or somebody, you want to keep it brief. Thank you for saying that, Michelle, because I can babble on and on and on. And then people will look at that and they'll be like, I'm not going to sit here and listen to a 5-minute message. So keep it concise, but then they can hear your heart. So that's really good. And then the other thing they said is always have a team event. And I will tell you with that event that we had in March, I'm echoing, so I'm not sure why that, okay, that now it quit, but always having an event, something to look forward to. And we may have kind of a merge between virtual events because I know we're from all over the globe, basically different countries, different locations. But we need to always kind of have something that we're looking forward to. And so for my local people, I'd like you to kind of look at your calendar and give me some input. And we're thinking sometime in the next couple weeks, end of April, beginning of May. It wouldn't be nearly as extravagant as our event was in March. It would just be more, we get together. We are at a venue that is, either not a lot of money or is lower, dollar value. We don't have to have all the products. We can have some on display, but we don't need to, it doesn't need to be as extravagant. But I know from that event in March, we had a surge. We had a surge in people being excited. There was a surge in people taking action, and it just opens the door for people. So be looking at your calendar. Let us know days and times that would be good to invite your people. And then we're going to work on having kind of a live stream version so that you can invite people from afar that would be able to kind of tune in to a part of it and feel connected, even though they're not right there. That's the next best thing we can do. And then as far as community building, deep relationships, we are going to continue to work with each of you to build those deep relationships. Because as I said kind of earlier, the products are amazing, but it's really the relationship that is the glue that keeps everyone together, keeps everyone moving together. And so we're going to be doing a lot of activities and just, reaching out, connecting people. We might even connect, let's just say, Diana, we have another realtor that comes in on our team. We might even connect you, with another realtor, or, just people that are in the same industries or have a lot of things in common. If we can connect you, it's going to help you, kind of know how to build your business. Everyone builds it so different because, Angelique, who is an esthetician, and then I have Chelsea, who's a personal trainer, and just everyone's different backgrounds is going to just kind of decide how they build. So it's always great to connect with someone that's kind of in that same, time in their life and have a lot of similarities. So the other thing also, and I've got that, is they were big about calling people. And I understand how that feels a little strange in this day and age. But our goal is going to be really helping you guys set up some calls that we can either help you on, like 3-way calls. I know it feels maybe kind of a little bit old school, but it's really when we get on those live calls and they hear someone else's voice that sometimes the light comes on, or they might say something in a little different way than you said it. So we are going to kind of have a goal to get some 3-way calls set up. And I'm going to be, Ron and I are going to be pushing ourselves to make some more phone calls as well. And they don't have to be long. They can just be 5 minutes or 10 minutes. We don't want to take, like Michelle's saying, we don't want to babble on. We want to keep it concise and ask a lot of questions. Find out where they are in life. Maybe they just need someone to listen to what's going on in their life. They don't need to hear about what our solution is, but we're just hearing about what's going on and what they need right now in their life. So anyway, telephone calls are huge. And I believe people are coming back around to them a little bit more COVID made us I think a lot of people got real antisocial and even have a lot of social anxiety because they were cooped up so long. So people are emerging back out and getting a little more social and more open to those kind of things. So that was kind of just a little bit of what one of the leaders said. And they said, if you want to go to 5-star, and for a lot of you, you may not, like, that is where Ron and I are looking, but just to give you an idea, 5-star means that I've got to think about it, that you're bringing in, I think it's about 100 or 150 cycles a week, which is about $500,000. I think it's between $300 to $500,000 income. So that's really getting up there to the top percent. And they said to really get up there, your goal is to get 5 builders. So you're not talking about having to have 20 or 30, 5 builders that get to executive. And I don't know if all of us on here know what executive is. What that is that means you have 10 people with 2 under each of them. And so you're going to get 10 people and each of them have 2 under them, and that is executive. So if you could just think about getting 5 people to build the business, that is what you need to really get up to a life-changing income. It's not about, feeling like you have to bring in hundreds of people. It's just a select few that lock arms and really start building. So that's what I wanted to cover on that part. And then as far as the products, I'm going to bring this up because I found this today on my computer, and I just think it's a really good visual. I wanted to talk. Does everybody see this on their screen? Can everybody see this? It says grocery spending, isogenics, leveraging, and investing. So I'm going to go through just some different ways that for yourself, you can kind of replace what you're using in your life, and also the way you can help other people find healthier options for what they are already purchasing. So the first would be like snack bars. So we have our bars, we have our whole blend and our isolated snack and protein bars. The nice thing about our bars is they are full meal. So they're not just going to be like they can replace a meal. So that is even more powerful than just the Nutri-Grain like snack bar. And then let me scroll down here. So chips. Now, I know some of us on here, I think for sure, I know I love the whey thins. You might wonder, what are those? They're a protein whey-based chip. So you're getting a higher protein snack instead of just like, there's just basically fluff in a chip and a lot of extra calories and additives and chemicals. So that's a substitute for like a savory, crunchy snack. And then we get to the coffee. And that was, I know, part of kind of our giveaway today was the coffee. Now, I don't know how many of us on here are coffee drinkers, but coffee is a big thing in a lot of people's lives. And a lot of people might wonder, why is this coffee so much different? And the big thing is most coffee, like 95% of it, is full of chemicals, pesticides. I don't know if you guys have heard of mycotoxins before, but basically coffee is very toxic just because of the way it's grown and it's harvested. This coffee is small batch. It's grown in the shade like it's supposed to be instead of the sun. And there's no chemicals. It's tested for molds. Mold is a big thing found in coffee, and it's hand picked. So a lot of coffees that are picked with a machine, the leaves of the coffee plant are actually toxic. So when they pick it with a machine and the leaves get mixed with the coffee beans, then that gets in your coffee and it's very toxic. So it's a small farmer and it's very clean. And it's very small batch. So that's what's really special about our coffee. And then I don't know if you know people that drink those energy drinks. I don't know if, but BIA is a great substitute for that. It stands for botanicals, energy, and adaptogens. So you've got those calming, it's a calming energy. And I love to take one of those on the go to keep me alert. And I don't think I never really drank the Monsters and the Red Bulls, but a lot of people do, and they're really hard on the body. 5 hour energy shots. I don't know if any of you are familiar with these little e-shots. If anybody wants to speak up on how they like them, I don't know. Michelle, do you want to say a word? I know that was one of the things that you felt right away.
No, those energy shots are amazing. I'm a big tea person, but I'm always on the run. And around 2 o'clock, I get really tired. And so I take one of those e-shots, and it's not like a high caffeine buzz thing. It's just, I'm very alert. And it almost makes me feel like it's the beginning of my day again, and I can speak and do whatever without any lagging. But I'm
Yeah.
not hyper. I'm just alert. I love him.
I know I felt that way too when I explained it to people. I said it's almost like you've had a nap, right? And you just kind of awaken from a nap. And so it's a calm energy. Now I will skip over the chocolates because those are, unfortunately, those are being discontinued. You can still get them, I believe, in the back office, possibly the dark chocolate. But I'm going to go here too. Now, if you know people that buy workout products from GNC, Vitamin Shop, Walmart, we have that whole amped line. And so any personal trainers or people that you know that work out at the gym and they take supplements to help them work out longer, or they help them with like BCAAs, those kind of things, we have that. And then we've got the vitamins. And then we've got this, you guys, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. And instead, I know it's most, it's that grease and all of that that gets people hooked in. But just imagine replacing those fast food runs with a whole meal replacement shake. It's $19 of organic produce in each serving. And you can just take that on the go. I just had one of my gals call me who just closed on a house. And she said that the lady that did her closing documents was like eating soup really quick. And so Chelsea said to her, she's like, take your time, eat your meal. You don't need to rush to just, get all this food down quickly. So think about people in your life that maybe are on the go and they don't take time out to get a nourishing meal. Real estate people, mortgage, all those kind of people, they're on the go constantly. Nurses, people that take care of other people, they're not getting good nutrition in their body. So she's
And
gonna.
one thing I'd like to add, Allie, they also come in a wide variety of flavors. They come in vanilla, chocolate, Dutch chocolate, strawberry, even birthday cake.
With the little sprinkles.
Yeah, with the little sprinkles. Yeah. And that's that. When I saw that, like a month and a half ago when I first started Isogenics, I'm like, what? Birthday cake? That reminds me of that old that other company that you were in years and years ago.
And the other thing is too, the birthday cake, you can take a scoop of it and put it in kind of like a scoop of birthday cake with strawberry, and then it's kind of like strawberry shortcake, or a scoop of birthday cake with chocolate, and then that makes it kind of a chocolate cake taste. So there are a lot of fun things. So we, really every week, we want to give you guys ideas as you're out and about and you're seeing people and they don't have time to nourish themselves, or they aren't sleeping well, to just be aware of everyone and just then be able to bring something up. So Chelsea's going to take this lady who sold her the house. She's going to take her like a bar and a shake and, just let her know, you can, have a meal on the go, and you know that you're nourishing yourself and you have you're going to have energy, and you're not putting, bad things in your body. So that is yes, go ahead, Michelle.
I have a wonderful idea. If you know anyone who's military who travels, give them the shakes. So my bonus with the shakes is you can have the travel packs. They don't take them from you at TSA, but if the military are traveling, they get MREs when they're out in the desert or whatever. Those MREs are thousands and thousands of calories. And like my husband, he's sitting on an airplane, not moving. So those calories were packing on him. But those shakes, all they need is water. Shake it up, and they've got a full meal with real real calories and real food instead of packing on that nasty stuff that they can't seem to get off. So for me as a traveler, the packets and the shakes are amazing, but every military person that deploys, they need
Love
it.
that.
And that's the thing with the MREs too, is they're full of sodium, they're full of chemicals, preservatives.
There's
Yeah.
6,000 calories a pack.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
they are, it is crazy.
Okay, I was gonna put one more thing up for you guys. So are all of you, let's see, so I'm in my Facebook and all of you are in Team Freedom, correct? So I just want to kind of
We're
show
seeing
everyone,
your screen for Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks or something.
is it still on Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts?
Yep,
Yeah.
and it's kind of weird, wavy.
Yeah, so I would stop sharing and then come back on again.
Okay, I'm gonna stop share. Okay, let me do this again. Thanks for telling me that.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's try this. Can you guys see it now?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Awesome. So if you guys, I just kind of want to show you, and I don't know if it'll load because it was acting weird, but if you want to know, like, if I click on media here, okay, yes, great, it's loading now. So let's say you need to have some information, whatever it's about, you can go through and look like this. So let's say you have someone that asks a question, how much sugar? They're worried about sugar. I did a post about sugar here. You can find this post and then you have verbiage to answer like, hey, do you eat apples? There's about as much sugar in our shake as a half of apple. And so I wanted to share that because this group is a resource for all of us. Testimonials, if you want to find testimonials to use on your page, this is a great one. You can use anything in this group. These are all verified. I never post anything that I don't know personally these people. So I'm not just pulling these from some random place. I always communicate with everyone if I share their testimonial, if they're not right on this team. So use our team group as a resource of what to say to people, what to share. There's tons, if you want to share something about collagen, Ingrid has a great one here with her collagen before and after. If you want to go up here under, okay, I've got to see if it's media. We have albums. When I click on albums, look at all these resources. We have isogenics recipes. So if you have someone that's like, oh, I don't really like the shakes, go in here and find some recipes. If you pump it up with a little cocoa powder on the chocolate and some honey, because when people have their taste buds set to fast food, or they have it set to, not healthy food, the shakes are not going to taste that great because they're not used to nutritious food. So sometimes they need to pump them up with a little bit. So here's some great ideas. They can do protein waffles. And even if they don't have the exact flavors, they can substitute for whatever flavor they have ordered. So I just want to show this to you because this is great customer service. If you know someone that's ordered, whatever, send them some recipes so that they know what to do with their protein, that they can actually make things like a banana protein cake or brownies or cookie dough and things like that. So we have this, here's a protein mug cake, which is amazing. So this is another way to keep the line of communications open with your customers, show them how to use their products. Let me go back here. And then if we have, hopefully it goes to where I want. When you get people started on the 30-day system, show them snack ideas because they need to know what to eat when they're not having their 2 shakes. Send them the pictures of what are healthy options for a snack. If they need meals, we have all these meals. I even have some that are videos here. These are all super easy crock pot meals that I've used over and over. So I know they're delicious and I know that they're very on point with their nutrition. So I wanted to just bring you back to the group. I know we've had a challenge about that. And I just encourage you to go to the group every day and like on all the posts in there. Let me go back to Team Freedom, because that's where we keep us all connected. We have a video here. So if you guys can, like, comment, tag anyone that you want to see it. This is where we went over kind of what, you know, we were going to talk about tonight as far as, you know, the call, and then you'll see what other people are posting. And so I'm just kind of bringing you back to that. I'm going to close up with, I will wrap this up. New associate membership, you guys, is free right now, all the way through this big $1 million pool. And we will be posting kind of the details of that, but we're having more individual conversations. So the $1 million pool is basically, as you sign people up and help them sign people up, you're going to earn points in a pool that are going to be paid out. And the pool ends the end of June. So we have 2 months, and the max payout is $10,000. And we can show you, you know, how to get as many points as possible. But new associate membership is free as part of this challenge. So, you know, anyone that is a customer, they don't have anything to lose. They just put their soc and their birthday in there, and they don't even have to pay the $30. So that's a great little incentive to, you know, create some urgency for them to get their account transferred over, so that if they talk to someone and they're like, hey, I'd like to have some of that collagen or whatever it is, you know, e-shots, that you know, they can start earning right away with that. So anyway, just wanted to bring you guys back to that group. It's going to become a more valuable resource all the time for supporting your team as we want to duplicate down the levels and keep getting everybody connected as a community. I think that was all I wanted to cover. We will be continuing to reach out to each of you individually to help map out your 10K relay, is what they're calling it now. And it's really how you can get a share of the pool. It doesn't matter your status, doesn't matter what rank you're at, as long as you're an associate, which right now is free, you can be a part of this pool and get a payout. So does anybody, before I close, does anybody have any questions or anything that they would like to share? Something that we can help you with before we bounce off tonight? I know we've got some people that are going for goals, so we'll be, Heather's going, I know, for a big goal this week. So, you know, we'll just be, you know, envisioning the best, and it's not over till that last day. You know what I'm saying? So just always know, you just keep going until the last day that you possibly can. And, you know, sometimes things just pop through. We don't have a lot of control a lot of times of what other people do, but we definitely can say our prayers and envision it to go the way that, you know, the way that we want it to go. So, but anyway, thank you for joining. And, you know, Ron and I are here for you guys anytime to help you with what to say to people with your own products. If, you know, if you're not getting any results, whether it's if you want to lose weight or if you're not getting the beauty, you know, your skin or whatever it is, there's so many ways to use these products. And sometimes if you just make a little tweak, you will then start seeing the results. So we're here for you product wise or business wise, and just really excited for these next few weeks and want to help as many people as we can earn in this pool. So anyway, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
we'll be,
Thanks, Allie.
we'll be
Thanks,
bugging you
Allie.
guys, not in a bad
Thank
way,
you.
but we're going to be, you know, staying up and accountability, so that, because your guys' goals are more important to us than our own. So I just want you all to know that we put your goals up there, because that's the main point, is to help you guys be successful. So we're thinking about you guys all the time. So have a great evening.
Thank you.
Good night.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.